Hey, what's up, jelly beans? It's me, Megan Kerstetter, and welcome to my art channel. I just realized I said my name really kind of weird. I think I lost the A somewhere in my throat. Okay, well, that doesn't matter. Anyway, today I am doing the style challenge, the drawing style challenge. I'm going to do 10 pictures of myself, caricatures, whatever you want to call them, and clearly 10 different styles. Yeah, so the first is my style, which is pretty self-explanatory. This is how I usually work. This is the way I would usually draw if I'm just chilling or whatever. Sometimes I just draw in all sorts of different styles, but I like to think this one is my main one. So, and it's the one that I developed through college and through artist self-discovery. Yeah, sure. Artist self-discovery. The next thing that's happening right now is I am making a chain brush in, I was going to say Microsoft. I have Microsoft on the brain right now, guys. You'll find out about that in a way later video. I guess it's not so much Microsoft, though. It's something else. Anyway, I can make a chain brush in Clip Studio Paint, which is really easy because they have this setting that allows whatever brush stamp you have to flow into the next stamp and make that repeating pattern. It's really convenient, and I needed a new one that went with my ink brush, my rough ink brush, because I usually, the only other one I had it just had smooth edges, and I didn't feel like it was gonna complement my style, which is weird that I hadn't made that already, but whatever, I guess I just didn't need a chain brush until now. So moving along, I put down the flats. Clearly I've sketched, inked, and put down flats, and then I put in soft shading. You guys have seen all this type of stuff before in my other videos, so I'll just keep it really brief. I did do something a little different with the highlights this time. I think I used an overlay layer. I'm pretty sure I used an overlay layer, or I used a normal layer. Those are completely different things, so I just know I did something different. Moving right along to the next style, I did Steven Universe because I just really like Steven Universe, and I guess the style is pretty close. It's sort of there. When it comes to Steven Universe, their storyboard artists are really what drive the style of the show, so sometimes it can be hard to peg down exactly what that is. So I guess this is my version of Steven Universe, which is kind of not what the challenge is, but it's as close as I could get. I think I would do better if I gave it another shot, but I'm still pretty happy with it. This is if I made storyboards for Steven Universe in Steven Universe's style. Yes. We'll go with that. Whatever. Sorry about the be right back that keeps on popping up. I was live streaming and I kept forgetting to take it off the screen. The style that's next is Danny Phantom. I used to watch this show when I was a kid, not much though, because I was kind of a snob. I thought I was too cool for Danny Phantom. I'd only watch hardcore anime. So my brother liked the show and I would sneak episodes in every once in a while, but I'd be in total denial that I liked the show, and I didn't end up watching it fully until college, which it became just this kind of like relaxation show where I could just get a good laugh because it had a lot of funny moments. And one thing I love about the Danny Phantom fandom, one thing I love about Danny Phantom is its fandom. So many things were being made for this fandom. During the time I was in college, people were coming up with AUs and doing different designs of the characters and coming up with all these headcanons, and so I really wanted to add that to the style lineup that's here. Okay, so you can see that I am currently drawing glasses on my character for the Steven Universe one because I kept forgetting to draw my glasses. I even forgot to draw them in the very first image. I don't know why. I just started wearing contacts, so it doesn't really make any sense. Maybe I was thinking about how much I wanted contacts at that point. Yeah, I don't know. So the next style is Adventure Time. I like Adventure Time style. I haven't watched the entirety of the show, but I can always say that I love the way the characters look. They have those cute noodly arms and those little eyes that are kind of far apart and give them that just really, they're just adorable. That's all I can say. Really simple, not much shading here, just flat colors, because Adventure Time is just a really, I don't want to say it's a simple animation because a lot of the time it's not, but there's really no shading there. Next is the Powerpuff Girls. Somehow I jumped back in time, like way to, I think the late 90s. So I used to watch the Powerpuff Girls when I was younger. I didn't have cable, but my grandma had cable, and we totally, my brother, sister, and I totally abused that. Not all of the Powerpuff Girls style got recorded because I accidentally paused the recording and forgot to unpause it. So, oops, sorry. You'll see a little bit more of it when I have to redraw the glasses on her because I forgot it again. Next style is Rocket Power. If you guys grew up in the 90s and you did have cable, which of course I just said I didn't, my siblings and I would go over to my grandma's and we would watch cartoons on her TV. That's not why we went over to your house, Grandma. I swear it was because Mom took us there and we love you. But the best thing about it was there was Rocket Power on Nickelodeon. I loved Rocket Power as a kid, and being able to draw that style was pretty exciting for me. Another show I really liked was The Wild Thornberrys, and I used to think the style was kind of not very pretty. I don't want to say anything other than that, but after drawing it, it's super fun. I totally know why they did it now, because it's great. It's just such a, excuse me, I have to swallow. It's just such a silly, kind of weirdly interesting look, and it was so fun to be able to see these old Nickelodeon cartoons, but they were me. Not to be self-absorbed or anything, but it was cool to see what I looked like in these styles. Not too much else going on. I forgot to put the rainbows in my hair for the other thing. Back when I actually did these images when I had rainbow hair. It's not here anymore. It got all washed out. But I wanted to stay consistent and ended up keeping it that way for each of the pictures. Maybe I'll do a redo thing where I just make all my hair kind of blonde or something. But I know I'm going to get my hair colored again in the coming months. So it's ever fluctuating, guys. The next style is Doug, because growing up, I used to watch this thing called One Saturday Morning. This was for, I keep on talking about cable, but we didn't have that, so we had this thing on Saturday that Disney did, which was One Saturday Morning, and that's how I was introduced to Doug. I know it's not the original Nickelodeon, and a lot of people rip on it, but that's how I remember it, and I liked the show when I was a kid. This kid wrote in a journal, and he was kind of nerdy, and I identified a lot with that. Next style is My Little Pony, and if you guys watched my video where I drew Brizzy, you'll see that I had done Twilight Sparkle, and for some reason, the MLP style is not easy for me. I don't know what it is about it that seems to just lock up my brain. I think it's because the style is almost so simple that you can't mess up any of the proportions because each of the ponies have that basic shape. Although I did give myself a little bit more of a rounder face because in real life I got kind of a rounder face. So I was trying to make it look as much like me as possible. And yeah. So it was a little difficult. I actually went into Photoshop and tried using the pen tool because just to get those smooth lines. But then I pulled back and started using my brush tool again, so I couldn't make up my mind. In the end, it did come out looking, if not like the MLP style, really, really close. It's weird, but it was weird trying to put my hat on this pony. I don't know why it's hard to, it was like, but I did it. Eventually, I just got it so my ears came through my beanie hat, and it worked. I actually kind of foregoed some of the line art and just kind of did the lines and the shapes all on one layer because I was just getting tired of trying to figure out how to get everything in order. Once again, I forgot my glasses, but they're there. I don't know why I started doing this thing where I filled my glasses in like gray, because my glasses aren't gray, or my old glasses weren't gray there, but I think it had something to do with the other styles. Like, I thought it was like that, so I ended up going over it in black again. Okay, so the last style is like my favorite, or one of my favorites. They were all really fun to do. Someone in a live stream suggested that I draw in Batman the Animated Series style, the classic version of it, and I didn't think I would be able to pull it off, honestly. I had drawn Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn in my image with Brizzy, but they both kind of... Harley Quinn was sort of like the newer version. Newer. It's like newer. Not really. You know, you guys know what I mean. And then the older version was Poison Ivy. But I got that older look from the original, the first season, and it was just so cool, and I was really proud of myself for that. But anyway, that's the end of the video, guys. I'm super happy with this image. It was really fun. I might actually get a print of this for my wall. I don't know. Maybe. Excuse me. But anyway, if you liked this video, if you would like to see more videos like it, let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, hit that thumbs up button, or thumbs down if you didn't like it, but you know what I mean. I like it when it's thumbs up. I'm going to end this video by saying thank you guys for being so supportive, and that I am planning on updating every Friday. If that becomes too overwhelming, then I'll go every other Friday. But these are the goals, so let's see how it plays out. And as always, you guys are awesome, and I can't wait to see you later.